Welcome to another edition of Sports Sunday Afternoons with NBA 2K17 there on the channel. And that isn't bad. It's just overslept, so just dealing with that. That was annoying. But yeah. Everything else. And then last night, I was trying to upload a bunch of the old videos from older NBA 2K cast, and didn't get very far, unfortunately, because I got all the 14 ones up, and which again, I guess that's progress, but that took until those didn't all go up to about 4 a.m. Yeah, here's the one that's still fully uploaded. I don't know why, but his is a. So I'm trying to.
This is gonna kill him. This is the one right here.
All right, not bad, but check me out.
Oh,
okay?
my.
I'm impressed.
For me, right?
I honestly didn't know you had it in you.
Look, man, I gotta try sometimes. Gotta clean it up a little bit every now and then.
I like it. I like it.
Pretty slick, right?
I mean, we're gonna be on national TV tonight. We gotta look the best.
I don't know, man. Kenny might give you some stuff for that one.
Kenny's old school. He didn't even know what fashion is, but you know what? Shaq got our back.
Oh, no doubt, man. Look, I mean, we gotta be like two of the best dressed rookies in the league, right?
Orange juice.
All day.
Okay, baby. As I was saying, so I don't know Twitch, of my internet was foggy again yesterday after the cast. So glad it didn't go as long as I to try to finish it yesterday, because my internet probably might not have held up for another 2.5 hours, for another 4 hours, or 6 hours, for another 4 or 5 hours. So there was that yesterday. So yeah, that was finally getting it to work about 3 o'clock in the morning, and just like 4 o'clock in the morning, and part frustration too, because I was like what the frick? Get so frustrated because it's like I was just so frustrated to everything, and like, what the hell? Just can't win. Can't get the breaks sometimes, and it's even worse. It's like you have no idea why. You just that kind of crap.
It's the season finale of NBA 2K.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
But I did get up to 2K14 cast up, which is good. It's gonna be a slow process, obviously, when shit like that happens too. So, I'm going to Hoopity. Next is the 16. The couple of 16 casts are broken up. There's whole parts because of crap. I downloaded the first 4. I didn't put them up because I didn't want
and this roster shape.
I didn't want to get
Before I blew my leg out, but he came in as a coach just as they were transitioning from being a joke. Now,
but
blew your leg.
I didn't finish that long because it's just like, but we will finish. I'll do that maybe that time. We'll see during the weekend. I'll start downloading some Mario Kart cast to put up.
Thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Guys, Doc Rivers has the dual role of coach and GM with the Clippers. But if you ask him, it's much the same.
Thanks, D.A. And it's probably easier to straddle those roles when the mandate is win now. That's the coach's mentality anyway. Both these teams, Steve, like to work on offense from the inside out, and some players who are very comfortable posting up in this one.
When you have a guy that can post up, Kevin, on either side, what happens is that you collapse the defense and you get easy shots, or you draw a lot of fouls, and that's how you can control the pace.
Oh, we actually are starting it, and
starting five.
starting five is there.
At the 1 and the 2. The Dunkers, Griffin and Jordan are the bigs, and it's Pierce in at the 3.
It's just weird because I guess it was scripted. It's like, hey, we're starting it. It's not like the team's doing bad. It's doing good. Let's see our record. We only won 2 games so far.
Banked in off the glass.
So, and
into the teeth of the
I don't know why. It just felt random. I guess that play was good enough, or it was what it was. It's just still.
And no good. Nice D from Prez. Young outside. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Fournier gets a wide open look. It's good.
Yeah.
Fournier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul kicks to Jordan. Fournier against Redick. Jordan the screen. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
The defense knows he loves that in-between area and closed out fast.
Prez passes to Young. Now here's Prez. Not a lot of room for the 3.
Damn it.
Shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Picked by Griffith. Paul with the 3. The offensive rebound. Jordan dishes to Paul. Pierce with a wide open look. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Pierce. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Prez kicks to Ibaka. Orlando moving the ball around. Prez passes to Ibaka. Young outside, pulls up. Now in the scoring zone, that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Jordan kicks to Griffin. Halt the run. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's really lucky that one went in because that was a pretty sloppy possession overall.
The pass to Prez. He kicks it to Vucevic. Here's Young from the arc. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Now here's Paul. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Griffin dishes to Jordan. Paul kicks to Griffin. Lock at 6. Pierce for 3. Again, Pierce missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Prez passes to Young. Feeds to Vucevic. Young dishes to Prez.
Yeah.
You just love the chemistry of orange juice on and off the court. I mean, look at the outfits they came into the arena with today.
Those get-ups needed to come with a brightness knob. I thought they were going to blind someone with those colors they had on.
Griffin, it doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's Young. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. For three, Fournier. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Redick against Fournier. Jordan kicks to Griffin. It's Pierce on the wing. Again, Pierce missing.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
And Paul Pierce, the legend. He had been up in the air in the last couple of years.
His voice is breaking there.
He'll be headed to the Hall of Fame with his accolades.
Yeah, it sure will. I mean,
Pass the rock. It's a sound like.
One thing you know about him, he's incredibly clutch. He's one of those.
Like it was hurt. Like I was hurting him. It said it.
Prez kicks to Young. He dishes it to Prez. Back to Young. Trying his luck deep. Buries it from 3 points.
Yeah.
Young's got it.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
If they scored the open basket, they might score 15-2.
You're my Pippen. You're my Jordan.
The 15-2 runs in.
They know at the end of games who's ready to play, and the coaching staff start to say, hey, these guys are great starters, but it's more important to know who are your finishers on the team.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Drains the 3-point. Paul's got himself going with the
That was a defensive breakdown.
And Young kicks to Vucevic. The dish to Young. He feeds it to Prez. For three. Ibaka.
Oh, damn. That was a nice putback.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Their outside shooting was a big part of their success. They have a number of guys who can really drop the bombs from that range. He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
Prez passes to Young. Vucevic is screen on Pierce. Out to Ibaka. He tries for three, and Evan Fournier good for three.
Yeah.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Prez with the ball. Now Pierce defending, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And here is Prez. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Atlanta. Ibaka with the screen on Redick. He was all alone on that one. Fournier's got his third basket of the night right there.
Of course he would make it right with him. Yeah, for offensive rebound.
Vucevic with the block.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
Pass to Young. There's the feed to Prez. Dishes to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Back to Young. There's the triple.
Damn it.
That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Paul kicks to Jordan. Pass to Redick. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Young against Paul. Redick for three. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from three.
Prez dishes to Vucevic. Out to the right wing. Prez passes to Fournier. Prez kicks to Ibaka. Hits it from...
Yeah.
He's got 5 points so far.
12 straight points.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
They have so much talent. You look at this team, people want to know in Clipperland, can we ever get a chance to win the finals? As Doc being in the front office and coaching, it's time for them to win.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now.
I'm definitely going to let the gun,
Green comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Hezonja in for Fournier. The shot by Pierce will not go. Oh.
Really, I mean, you have... The problem is, they have to... they've had injuries. I mean, Blake Griffin's been injured a lot. I mean, last few seasons, I mean...
From Young. Out of their last 5 makes.
And it seemed like you can't... It seemed like every time, almost every last few years in the playoffs, or before the playoffs, right? Here comes playoff time and gets injured.
Feeds it to Felton.
Got one of his body breaking out. Just you can't stay in a 82-game season.
Run, rebound by Jeff Green.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Oh, come on! I didn't even mean to pass it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
I pushed it before the pass was coming. All of a sudden, I went from catching the ball to passing it. So that was really bullshit game.
Off the screen, and nothing but hair on that one.
Well, no one's scoring off that screen. That was terrible.
Diambo, the pass to Young. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, he's doing what keeps them ahead, and he's
up by 20. Holy cow.
Outside, Felton. Kicks it to Bass. Outside, Pierce. Back to Bass. And finish.
Oh, what the hell?
Not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The dish to Prez.
I did draw the foul, at least.
Blowing the whistle and a lot of contact there. When you talk about ball movement.
What the fuck? Come on, game.
Moving the ball, one of those underrated qualities, Smitty. Which player?
What the fuck? Stop the cheating.
You know, Jimmy Butler's very good. Klay Thompson is a guy that can move well without the basketball. Gary Harris from Michigan State. Guys that can score without having it in their hands, which is a treat. You have JJ.
I didn't miss either of them. That was just fucking cheating.
But move without the basketball is one of the best.
You know, I always think of Jordan, and you played against Michael, of course. I always saw him as a guy that would pass when he did, but then he would cut him. He would immediately bang right off that player and set up someplace else. Some guys pass, they linger.
Yes.
And they're not, but Jordan, and he would explode after he would pass and try to take advantage of that
movement.
movement.
Guy comes to mind, Kevin, Manu Ginobili.
Ooh. That was a heads up by me. I saw that guy coming in. I'm like, nope. Not going to happen.
And he starts out with the miss in this one.
Team's rebounding is a...
Picking up the team. Like, I go for an open basket. Like, nope. No. Get that out of here, as they say.
And it's Pierce in the corner. Pass to Rivers. 5 to shoot. The feed to Bass. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Prez. Magic leading by 18. He kicks to Biombo. Pass to Hezonja. He feeds it to Prez. To the left wing. For the 3. And it's Spates with the shot and game clock separated by 4. Now Felton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pierce up top. 9 feet out. That one goes in.
These are the shots Pierce makes on the regular. You've got to D this guy up.
Payton outside. To the wing right side. To stop the drought. He got it in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we conclude. And a chance to hear from
It's okay, we're still in my 16, so.
Doc told me, you should be the
That was bullcrap at the freaking free throws.
Jordan played like the defensive player of the year. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Spates. Bass comes in for Blake Griffin. Paul Pierce is checked in for J.J. Redick. And Paul subbed in for Raymond Felton. Ibaka is the 4 with Vucevic in the middle. Young is up there with Evan Fournier. And it's Prez in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 21 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was a very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks for reviewing what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
Oh, bull crap.
He will remember that one for the rest of his life.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. Hey, we're in great shape, fellas.
Yes, we are. We're up by 22.
A great timeout call there to make some changes and get the momentum back in his team's favor.
Dishes to Vucevic. Feeds it to Prez. The kick out to Young. Connects from three-point range. Young's
Yeah.
And really just splendid distribution. When Prez sees an open man, he zips it over quickly.
Paul dishes to Jordan. Wants to get it to Pearson does. And the bucket.
There's a foul? There was no contact. There has to be contact.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the
There was no contact. It's bull crap. That's a bullshit goal.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Foul! There was more contact there than you fucking Aaron! You fucking liar.
Kicks it out to Paul. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And Nikola Vucevic, a skilled 7-footer who just attacks the glass. A nightly double-double machine, but still figuring out how to really become a dominant force on the inside.
Yeah.
Prez is such a focused player. When he's deep in the paint, sometimes no amount of defense is going to throw him off.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Pass to Rivers. Jordan, high post. Over in the corner, Paul. That drops and it comes off an assist.
Damn it.
Jordan. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter. And thinking about Vucevic, he's a guy that just tantalizes with his...
What the fuck? You're just doing your own shit again and then fucking blame on me again. I pass it there, you know it.
His feet are the fastest off the ground, but he does stay out of foul trouble. And for him to really move the needle, though, you'd like for him to watch tape of a guy like Tim Duncan and improve.
Oh my god, I am being fouled! You are illegally doing this at this cheating game. It's illegal, it's against the rules, you can't do that.
Here's Rivers.
It's the NBA rules, that's cheating.
They get it back.
He just
What are you
looks
doing?
really over the course of the whole game, and it's killing his team.
Here's Vucevic. A foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Well, we know the NBA has always valued scorers, guys that can put the ball in the basket and get paid to do it and do it well and do it a lot. Do you think, Steve, the great defenders are still undervalued in this NBA?
Yeah, I think so. I think people don't understand.
Oh,
From decades to now, because of the new rules, no hand checking, no touching. You have guys now that's a premium to be able to guard some of these guys. The way they're scoring the basketball, you need more guys that can defend at an elite level than I think you did in the past.
Harder to play good defense or good offense?
I think harder to play good defense right now because you can't touch. Guy coming at you, full speed.
Guys are touching a lot. I don't know what that's supposed to.
Yes.
more team defensive minded right now, I think, as well.
Here's for three. Here's with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Young against Paul. Young passes to Ibaka. Off target with his three. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Rivers kicks to Paul, and the pass to Bass. Back to Paul. Pulls up. Can't hit that one. Good defensive work there by Young.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Prez dishes to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Prez passes to Young. Three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers shooting 41% from the field here in the second. And here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pierce for three. Again, Pierce missing.
Honestly, I don't know how they cut into that lead with him missing so many shots.
Prez kicks to Fournier. Now here's Prez. Pierce covering. Young dishes to Prez. From 13. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor.
That's good.
Before heading to the locker room, they're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Oh, that was clearly got off them.
It looks pretty clear cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
It's clear. It's as clear as that guy's arm went through his head, to the other referee's head. Oh, that was way out. That ball was way out of his hand before the buzzer went off. The clock time went off. There was no question. That was clear. That ball was halfway to the basket by the time that ball was out of my hand.
Replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but...
And through one half.
I have to say, they didn't count that. That was bullshit. That was a clear bit. That was clear. I mean, clear as day. No question.
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers?
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, the Dunkers, Griffin and Jordan are the bigs. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Kicks it to Jordan. And foul.
Ooh, that was a hard foul. Yeah, that was a foul.
We all know the struggles that DeAndre Jordan has had at the free throw line. Smitty, he just can't seem to find a consistent stroke.
Well, it's hard because teams understand when you're shooting that type of percentage, the strategy is, yes, we're going to foul DeAndre Jordan. And it'll only get better if he can make free throws. Other than that, the coaching staff has to weigh the options. Should we keep him in? Should we take him out? But if he made his free throws, that would all go away.
And around the NBA, Steve, there seems to be a general feeling, I guess, dislike, if you want to call it that, of the Clippers from other fan bases. A lot of it seems to stem from the idea that perhaps the team flops too much and they complain too much.
Yeah, I think it's the whining. But also, I think a lot of fans weren't happy with how the Clippers was able to keep DeAndre Jordan and steal them from the Mavericks. They weren't happy about that situation.
Redick passes to Griffin. Shot off the pick. That shot off. Ibaka with some nice D. And Fournier kicks to Prez. Young dishes to Prez. Back to Young.
Oh, come on! Are you fucking cheating? You fucker.
Pierce with the drive. That one's not going to go. Magic shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And Young kicks to Prez. Back to Young. Ibaka with the screen on Paul.
Oh, come on. Bullcrap.
Pierce up top. He has 7. And that one, good. Pierce has got 9.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And Young kicks to Prez. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Yeah.
And you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
Paul with the ball. 8 points for him. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
Prez passes to Fournier. Now the dish to Vucevic. Here's Prez.
Oh, come on.
Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Chris Paul is still in search of his first NBA title. He said he used to think about it as a personal goal. But then he said at some point it clicked and became, we're going to do this. I think all of us are at that point. It's clear he's invested in this team. He said,
there's the problem. You're in the West with the Warriors. And
for sure.
That's the problem. You want to get the NFLs. You're going to have to find a way to get lucky one year.
Now you've been working as an analyst almost as long as you're playing.
Yeah, stay in the West. I mean, it's on a off year. Get somebody Warriors go through an injury season.
It is my treat to work with you. I admired you so much as a player in East Lansing, in the NBA.
Anything can happen, but
not an easy thing to do, but you've done it just seamlessly, it seems.
You're so right.
Yeah, but right now it looks like it's just
to being on the other side of being media.
Yeah, tough, but you've nailed it.
It's like, staying in the West would be difficult. Everyone wants to go to the West. Yeah, everybody's being fucking pushed to go to the West. You ask me, I think there's something fucking fishy about that.
Second half here, we're just over 3.
Why would you go to the West anyway? Oh, it's even just, no. You'll never make any traction in the West. On the West teams.
Offensive rebound. Prez with the bucket.
It makes no sense. Like, in the West, you got Golden State, you got dominate. Let's
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat.
Something fucking serious going on in the NBA.
Alfred Payton, Aaron Gordon.
Still loading up the West to make sure the West is fucking the best division in the I think something very suspicious. I think sports leagues don't want to do that.
High-effort, defensive-minded players with elite athleticism.
The Magic making a switch here. Biyombo's checked in.
How about the pass?
Yes, they would.
Moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Prez. Goes back up.
Bad shot selection, good shot selection. It should have went in.
Trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Bismack Biyombo is one of those players, when you watch the shot go up, take a picture of Biyombo, does his work early, and he's one of the few players in the league who can greatly impact the game with his rebounding.
Magic moving the ball around.
Yeah. Despite being fouled, they don't even call it. That was bullcrap. That's pretty obviously, that was a foul. They don't even call it. And
Young against Felton. He dishes it to Spates. It's tipped and stolen by Biombo. Here's Azania with the second effort.
Come on, that's your win.
Excellent D there from Pierce. Reddick is in the corner.
I just bullcrap, that's what that was.
Felton with the
Good
ball.
defense.
And Young picks him up defensively. Biombo with the block.
Look at Perez rise up with a timely block. So good at reading the opposition and getting high with those rejections.
It's Young on the wing. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Well, folks, tonight...
What the... Who was? It wasn't my guy.
And now, with that in mind, let's take a look
at the trip.
In a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960?
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
Yeah.
It's a big high bounce and goes in.
He always has the green light to take those kinds of shots because he
only NBA 2 games actually broke that. At least 100 points.
Spates with it. Biombo on him. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his third foul of the game.
At least they counted the rebound. Yeah, before the foul got called.
The Magic have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Now here's Prez. He's covered by Felton. Pass to Young. The feed now to Prez. He watches.
Yeah.
Now 8 for 14.
Taking good shots overall, hitting a high percentage of them. That's what has this team rolling.
Picked by Griffin. Spades dishes to Felton. A three-pointer, no good. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Prez kicks to Meeks. Pass to Prez. Back to Young. And he buries it.
Yeah.
Young's got 21.
And really, you just have to enjoy watching Young fill it up. Everything he touches right now turns to gold.
And Reddick kicks to Griffin. Nice D from Prez.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
Oh, come on. There was a foul. There. What kind of foul there?
He's a great offensive rebounder, and he showed it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some.
But that was a Mike. Stop fucking switching guys. And like, oh, yeah, it's just got this guy. No, we want to get this guy. Thank you for Mike. Yeah, forgot this.
Prez kicks to Hezonja. Young from outside. He makes
got everybody on the court.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And stolen by Biombo. And then Young.
Yeah.
Classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Meeks passes to Prez. Back to Meeks. And there's the 3-second violation.
Bull crap. That guy was in for 5 seconds.
Between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Clippers.
That guy was in longer than I was. So that's for 5 seconds. That guy.
It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
LA has gotten going here in the second half.
I got out before fucking 30 seconds. And that guy still was in there longer than I was. What a 5-second rule. Come on.
Back to Felton. Clock at 6. Picked by Griffin. Reddick for 3. The offensive rebound.
He did not get the rebound I did. Again with the cheating game. Cheating.
Understand where the basketball was coming off the rim. Went, got it, and put it back.
Feeds to Prez. Passes it to Hezonja. To the wing on the left. Prez kicks to Hezonja. Three-pointer. And again.
Yeah.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
The Clippers shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. And Griffin, here we go. Again, the Clippers.
The defense has to be terrified when Blake Griffin makes his mind up to drive it hard.
And Young kicks to Biyombo. Here's Hezonja. 5 points in the game. Young inside. He's covered by Felton.
No, goaltending. Something definitely was not fucking blocked like that. Well, bullshit. Bushy.
1:37 left here in the third quarter. And here's Felton from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Felton has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now Prez. He's got 18. And fouled hard.
To draw the foul, at least.
Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable.
Don't put cameras on me like that.
Two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense.
John Stockton was the versatile player.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Green dishes to Prez. Young passes to Prez.
Milano was such a great tandem.
Outside, Green. Payton kicks to Prez.
Come on, I went in.
Dishes to Prez. Second shot opportunity.
Let them go in. One of those went in, you motherfucker.
After this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Stop knocking the ball out of the basket.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
Here's Young. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Young's got 28 points for the game. LA's gone 4-6 since the start of the second half. Now, here's Felton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. He kicks it to Spates. 2 on the clock. That one doesn't go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
As decided before halftime, pretty much. 1% make a run in the third quarter, so.
Fourth quarter might not come down to the wire. Both teams deciding to change it up. Magic leading by
Big indication that this one is over. And
Fournier out there with Young. And it's Prez in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Young with no one around.
And that's the shot he has to take.
You just can't pass.
What's got 6 points this quarter?
You must shoot it.
What the fuck?
Sets a screen.
Why did it take them this long to bring us back in?
And here is Prez.
We had 90 points at the beginning of this.
And Young kicks to Prez. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings.
Foul. That was a foul. Refuse.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Outside, Felton to the paint. Here's Griffin. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Well, Orlando shooting well. They're at 45%. Prez kicks to Fournier. Out left to the wing. Prez dishes to Fournier. Prez with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan.
Pass the ball.
4 to shoot. The shot's good from Fournier.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
Felton kicks to Griffin. Outside, Reddick. Pierce for 3. Sinks the three-point.
That's it.
Pierce has got 9 points now in just the second half.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
And Young kicks to Ibaka. Good ball mover here by the Magic. Here's Prez. And he comes up with it.
Yeah.
Prez has got 22.
And Prez scores from anywhere. Inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Outside Jordan. Felton with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Griffin. That doesn't go either for Griffin. Here's Young. Stolen by Pierce.
No, it was foul. It was a foul. It was a turnover. It was a foul.
No one near Felton as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Magic shoot an appalling 26% in the fourth
Oh,
quarter.
both grip.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah. Juice, baby.
of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Big numbers for you on offense tonight. How were you able to get your shot going so consistently?
Man, I just fed off my teammates all night long, man. Looking for scoring opportunities whenever I could. They kept setting me up, and I kept knocking them down. So all the credit to those guys, man. They'll take that job easy, man.
Yeah, they do. They like that. So, hey, congrats, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Let's score 12 points in that corner. That was depressing. I think they come back. Okay.
What's up, Clippers, huh? What's up? Can't hear you. Yeah, we let them have it tonight, man. They wasn't ready for us.
Not sure if there was supposed to be anything there that didn't hear see. It was totally weird and random. Anything else I want to... Okay. Customization. Net, Mr. Trailers Nets.
2K.
Oh, 92%. Should not be too 92%. There we go.
The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. You take a look at the Magic. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and they've been putting on a clinic. I mean, as fun to watch as any other team in the league. And with the calls and bounces that have gone their way, you really get the sense that this is their time.
And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Kenny Atkinson had to share.
Well, guys, you told me that today is all about setting the tone for the rest of the season series with this team. He said they're going to be a tough opponent for us every time we see them, and we've got to let them know right now, today, that we're going to be just as tough for them. We'll find out, indeed, if they can set the right tone, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, you see the template in Orlando. They're drafting for defense, high motor, and athleticism. Aaron Gordon, Elfrid Payton fit that criteria. All elite athletes at the NBA level.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn.
Damn.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Brooklyn now, Jeremy Lin's out there.
Hey, we did the... Now I got in the tip-off, but we almost never do. We end up...
None of them known for their shooting strokes coming into the NBA.
There's basketball for steal.
You can teach guys how to shoot better, but you can't teach them how to run faster or jump higher. I mean, shooting is something that a lot of players have improved on once they've gotten to the league. We've seen it. We can name a number of different guys that have done that. So I think the Magic putting a lot of trust in their shooting coaches.
Oh, come on.
Of their young players.
So it's Brooklyn now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Young with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Ibaka. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ibaka's got his first points in this one.
And the lean frame.
Doesn't look like our mascot is a reject from Barney the Dinosaur.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Now the feed to Ibaka. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's Young from the arc. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lopez sets a screen for Lin. He dishes it to Scola. From 12 feet out. Prez with the rebound. Now with all the obligations and travel you have as an NBA player, it's not uncommon to see.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but you can notice it a bit with Prez. All these things add up at this level, and you have to do everything you can to make sure you're at your best when on the court.
Bogdanovich. A second chance effort. Vucevic with the block.
And you know, with Vucevic, as is the case with all shot blockers, it's about timing. And how can you bait that shooter into shooting a shot that you know you can block?
Now here's Prez. 22 points in the win against the Clippers.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
LeVert the pass to Scola. He had stolen by Prez.
I got credit for steal.
And the lead now.
Okay. Now, question is, okay. Is that cousin? I don't know else, but okay.
They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of...
Hey, way to put the squeeze on them, guys.
Squeeze the oranges, baby.
I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
Provides big problems for his matchup with his length. It's good to block at least a couple shots every night, it seems.
Here's LeVert. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lynn against Young. Lynn dishes to Lopez. To end the run, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. You think of the great scorers in this NBA, sometimes Brook Lopez goes overlooked, but he's as good as it gets on that low block.
Oh, no question about it, guys, especially when you consider his shooting touch back to the basket or facing. I mean, he can hurt you, and when it comes to putting the ball in the hoop, he may very well be the most complete center in the league in that category when you talk about post-ups.
Yeah.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers, and it's going to be a 3-second call. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Magic leading by 10. Prez kicks to Young. Prez passes to Ibaka. Orlando moving the ball around. And Young with the ball.
Yeah.
And it's 9 points for Justice Young. Lynn against Young. This one for 3. Lynn's shot is off.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Young dishes to Ibaka.
Now you pass it to me. Early.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. Some impressive play from him over the last month. First in shooting percentage. And he's also got the second best three-point percentage in the league. An absolute dead-eye from the young.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
And the call will be against Prez.
Bullshit! That's a fucking flop! Flop! That guy's getting fined.
Nets trail by 13. Outside, Lynn. Scola, a screen on Young. Lynn kicks to Scola. Here's LeVert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Bullshit call there. That's what that was, fellas.
Fournier with the ball. He had 15 points last out. Shots good from Young. Young's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Bogdanovich. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Vucevic the pass to Ibaka. Prez dishes to Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Prez passes to Young.
Damn it.
Nets trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one, good.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Here's Prez after Luis Scola's scoop. Prez with
yeah.
This is the find the start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Nice job, Orange.
Up by 14 early. That's a good start. That's right.
I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than that. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Range assault.
And Orlando making a change here. Biombo's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Trevor Booker comes in for Luis Scola. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for LeVert. Booker dishes to Lopez. To the wing on the left. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
No, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Prez with the rebound.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. And when the Nets hired Kenny Atkinson as their coach, it signaled a bit of a culture change. No more going for that big-name coach to make a splash, as they had done in the past. Went out and got a lead assistant from an organization that had found consistent success.
And there is definitely a culture change right now underway in Brooklyn. Atkinson fits right in with what they're trying to accomplish on that front with his work ethic.
Yeah, I don't know Kenny Atkinson, but everybody who does will tell you that he's a tireless worker as a coach. Puts in a lot of hours and studies film as much as he can. He's really done his part in the grind of the NBA world to get his chance to be a head coach. The fact that nothing was easy on his journey should serve him well.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up 2
Yeah, I'll see him how he does in the future. I mean, I don't think he can do that well. And
out left to the wing. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal.
that didn't have a good season this past year. So it's not a good start. It doesn't, because of them,
with their shots left.
They have to
on that end, and the
show
unselfishness really is what allows those
fault,
great
but,
numbers to show up.
Here's Prez, and you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging 20 points a game right now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Lopez. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Young kicks to Prez. Back to Young.
Yeah.
Prez getting the ball to Young.
And the two working in concert. Great play all around from Orange Juice.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Fournier. Out to the right wing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And an air ball on that one. Way off.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now, here is Foy. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Booker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Orlando.
Well, only needs to go 3.5, but
basketball with an eye
dominating.
And, of course, the Brooklyn Nets. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And seeing where the Nets are.
Early, but still.
He's in at 3. Young is out there with Hazonia, and it's Green, and it's...
That's the overall conference. That's just the...
That's the grid start.
Divisions within the conference.
Good from Young.
And Young really gets cooking quickly now. When the shot is falling, watch out. Flamethrower.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up.
Never mind, I can't pick out everybody.
Perez Prez in their last game against the Clippers did some solid work. He ended up with 22 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. That performance is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. And we'll see if he can continue to stay hot.
All right, David, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Lynn against Young from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior from a defense.
Yeah.
Defended the rim as well as you could.
As the Nets pass right open, OJ. Just a...
And their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Screen by Scola. Out to the wing. An easy 2 points on the layup. Scola's got his second bucket.
I love the low post attack on that one.
And you go back over the great players the Nets have had. Dr. J comes to mind as perhaps the greatest. But Jason Kidd and others can be mentioned as well.
Well, you know, Kidd and Dr. J clearly are up there, but neither played their best year.
Yeah.
Leading that team to back-to-back NBA Finals appearances. You have to acknowledge Vince Carter when he was here, as he helped them get to a pair of finals. I mean, he was part of those teams. Buck Williams, I think, probably needs to be on that list, a contemporary of mine who had an outstanding career with the Nets. So I think all those guys are worthy of being singled out as outstanding Nets.
The drug foul, at least.
He'll shoot two.
I just love the tenacity that Prez displays, going straight into the heart of the D there and drawing the foul.
In their big push to make a splash in Brooklyn, the Nets traded away a lot of draft picks. Team has an uphill battle to get back into the championship picture.
And, you know, short term, it seems like so.
It's short term, but it hasn't worked out for him. I mean.
Inevitably, it tends to come back to haunt you.
Especially if you don't make that championship run early.
Players like Damian Lillard and others just from trading away their picks.
Ibaka wide open, he fires. Misses the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Booker. Chalk up two there.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Shots good.
Yeah.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
Screen by Scola. Lynn kicks to Booker. Out to the right wing. Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Magic have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
Ooh, yeah. It's a slam dunk, baby.
That had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Screen by Scola. Lynn kicks to Scola. But they get it back. Goes back up. Lynn's shot is off. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Young passes to Prez. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Ibaka. This is to Prez. 6 on the shot clock. Fournier for 3. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. This, of course.
But they've made, what, 1 or 2 playoff appearances they've moved to Brooklyn. So, I mean, that trade, you know, they're going to make a little trade to get, you know, better, you know, they think could hopefully, you know, get rid of the draft pick and not caring about the now and not caring about the later, but it's not really helped them much.
Violation. The Magic have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter.
Instead of rebuilding for the long term, they're trying to be flashy now, and it hasn't worked out for them.
Kicks it to Prez. And finish off by Prez.
It's nice to see Prez show off that impressive verticality, finishing with authority on the dunk.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Scola. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Scola's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision. And
point difference is higher than the difference in point between, or at least it's higher than the points they have. That's how bad this game's going for right now.
From 13, it's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the
and one.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Evan Fournier at 6'7", great size for the shooting guard position. He can swing to a 3-spot at times, too.
Yeah, I like that versatility. I mean, defensively, he's got quick feet, but he can be overpowered at times. I think he wants to be a better rebounder, so working on that part of his game. So I'd say because of that, he's probably a little more comfortable and effective at the 2-spot.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Vucevic kicks to Young. And finished off by Prez.
Total commitment that time from Prez. Really knifing through the defense and finishing with strength around the bucket.
What was that?
It was last touch by Lynn.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass.
And through one half, it hasn't even been.
We're leading by 50 at halftime. Holy cow.
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down.
Big, that is gigantic.
Justice Young is having. He's got 26 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
So for Brooklyn now, LeVert out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Scola. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Prez dishes to Vucevic. Feeds it to Prez. Back to Vucevic. Young for 3. And again, it's Orlando.
Yeah.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Lin with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Outside, Lin, 11 feet away, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And Young kicks to Prez. Vucevic setting the pick for Prez. Rebounded by Luis Scola. Scola's got his 5th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Prez kicks to Fournier. Prez passes to Young. Magic moving the ball around. Screened by Ibaka. Over to the wing. Baseline jumper. And the shot goes in. Ibaka's got 9.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside, Lynn. There's a screen. A nice shot by LeVert.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
There's the dish to Prez. Fournier in the corner. Now here's Prez. D right on him. And
oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology.
What? Bullshit. Bullshit call. You need to fucking get the fuck. Seriously, guys need to stop that bullshit. You need to be calling it fair and square. You're not calling it fair and square.
The players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. And Lynn with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And Lynn plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Look.
He feeds it to Fournier. Lynn against Young. Goes up the baseline.
That's a foul.
Second chance shot.
Come on now, what end?
Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Lopez a screen. And Bogdanovich now top the key. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
To the right side. There's the pass to Ibaka. Down low. Here's Prez.
Yeah.
Prez getting any shot he wants. I love watching him work like this.
Okay, here's. I gotta go get berries. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna take a break after the game. So this could take chance. I'll get the berries, and then when they are, and then just gotta go get them. Be back in just a few. And we're back.
Scola, a screen on Young. Lynn dishes to Scola. Here's LeVert. That three off the mark. The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. The feed to Vucevic. He dishes it to Fournier. Pass to Prez. Shoots from the baseline.
I mean, me too, but
Shoots a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
this is a good shot selection.
Well, as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 and 3.
57.
In the pass to Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. That sends Luis Scola to the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. Booker, he's checked in for Lopez. Prez kicks to Fournier. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Draw the foul, at least.
The 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Nets.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
The first free throw.
I was about to say that would have been only made bad because it was all good.
points and 6 assists.
He's just been impossible
come
to
on.
contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
The Nets making a switch here. Hamilton's checked in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Ibaka sets the pick for Fournier. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Out to Ibaka. The three. And the three ball is good.
Yeah.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Lynn against Young. Outside, Lynn. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Orlando's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Ibaka, this is to Prez. Out to Ibaka. Young pass to Vucevic. And it's Orlando with another. Vucevic.
Up 61. This is insane.
Once he gets the ball.
Okay.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Hamilton outside. Now here's Lynn. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Booker outside. Here's LeVert. And the three off target. The Magic shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And here is Prez. He's got 21. And Fournier kicks to Prez. Ibaka outside. The three-pointer no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lynn kicks to Bogdanovich. Booker up top. Hamilton left side. The tray. It's hauled in by the Magic. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Young kicks to Prez. Blanketed by Prez has got 9 points now in just the second half. The Nets shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak.
We got 100 points. It's just the third quarter. It's just destroying them.
And it's LeVert missing.
He's frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And Ibaka kicks to Young.
You can see the basket there. And
dishes it to Prez.
let's pass the ball up.
Ibaka outside. Gets it to go.
Yeah.
Ibaka's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Booker is screen on Fournier. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. The putback. Rebound by the Magic. Prez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Feeds it to Vucevic. The dish to Young. 13 feet away. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Fournier. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Orlando's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
Come on, what the hell? Why is that hit? Fucking like 3 Magic players.
It's the Nets now.
Oh yeah.
Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers.
What's my 70?
Falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Prez. He's in at the 4 spot. Levens is out there with Young. And there's Green, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. And stolen by Booker.
Ugh. Push the 4 hit the ball. Come on, game. Stop with that bullshit.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, when you asked a lot of scouts who they thought was a sleeper in the 2015 draft, a number of them chose Hollis Jefferson, taken with the 23rd pick out of Arizona. I think he's got some upside for the future for sure.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Lopez. Chris McCullough comes in for Booker. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Vasquez in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Ibaka. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah.
Ibaka's got 11 points here in just the second half. You talk about how hard he plays, all the intangibles as far as a great teammate. Hyundai Hollis Jefferson, not a ton of downside. You know he'll be a solid player.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And if I was mapping out a game plan for him with his athleticism and motor, it would be defend like crazy, which he already does, and develop your corner 3-point shot. If you can defend multiple positions and make threes, you're going to find a place on somebody's roster for a long time.
Lock at 6. Cuts off the pass.
Oh, come on. That was a foul.
In transition, here come the Nets. He kicks it to Bennett. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to McCullough. Here's Vasquez. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Orlando's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Prez kicks to Young. Orlando moving the ball around.
Come on. I got the Prez. That's the guy inside. Come on.
And it goes.
Finally.
Count it. They're going to shoot one more at the free throw line.
They are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Yeah, I think it's time for the defense to be more focused on getting into the middle and stopping that penetration to the basket. They've got to close down those driving lanes.
Biombo, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka.
And Vasquez just loves toying with the defense. It's almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
It stole so much money. That's what it stole. Skipper.
Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Vasquez. Let's keep it alive. Well, Orlando's shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Levens dishes to Prez. And Young kicks to Green. And there's the pass to Biombo. Young in the corner. And the ball.
Damn it.
Last touch by Young. And Brooklyn making a change here. The Nets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. To the wing right side.
Hey, sorry about the Hakes.
Here's Kilpatrick. He feeds it to Foy. He dishes it to Bennett. Foy, the pass to Bennett. Here's Kilpatrick. And the three off target. The Magic shoot about 47% here in the fourth. Prez dishes to Young. The feed to Prez. Back to Young. Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Green kicks to Prez. Here's Biyombo.
Damn it.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And now here comes Young leading the break. Basket counts. Young's got 34 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Prez. Back to Young. Puts it up from 15.
Come on.
So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And you have to look back at this and see the...
Somebody make the fucking shot, please.
Other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
First one falls for Mario Hezonja is checked in for Orlando. And Bennett drops them both. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Prez. He's covered closely. Biyombo, the pass to Prez. Back to Biyombo. Passes it to Prez. Dishes it to Young. Once again.
Fuck! He did not want to let me have the triple-double. That is cheating game. Just knock it out the basket. That is fucking a go thing, man. It's illegal.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Oh, that should have had triple-double. That was bullshit. That ball was knocked out of the basket. Yeah, you got caught there.
They were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
We had more points at halftime than they scored overall. That's how one-sided that game was.
Orange juice was in the building tonight, man.
You seen that today?
Full
Dynamic
effect.
duo. Orange juice, baby.
Full picture of it, man.
Yeah.
Where's the love?
Yeah.
Yo, Denny, what's up, man?
What's up, Press?
Where you going?
I just got waived, man. I'm cut.
What?
Yeah, man. I gotta find another job. I'm about to be in the D League tomorrow.
Dang, man. Well,
that sucks.
Hey, good luck, man. I mean, you'll be back, right?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
All right, well, look, hit me up if you need anything, okay?
I got you, man. I got your number.
All right, you know where I'm at. Kill him out there. Give him a reason to bring you back.
Poor Denver. Christmas light. rim. Ooh. It's just teaser. I thought for no, I thought the Lakers. Reason. Yeah, it's just almost. I thought it did. Our brain's freaking up there. Go. Um, Alright.
Win against Atlanta. A terrific underdog win in that last game.
I guess you had to think about it.
On the bench for the Raptors, Coach Dwayne Casey.
You can try and get me next time.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando.
It sucks. It's, you know, you gotta. I mean, that's the way sports goes. Unfortunately, that's just like a person. I mean,
From the sidelines, David.
not performing the way the team wants them to. They're gonna keep them.
We'll see if he sticks to his guns. DA, thank you. And Steve, for both these teams, a lot of young talent, a lot of youthful exuberance out there.
Yeah, the future is bright. When you have guys that play the right way at a young age, it's exciting to see where they will be 2 or 3 years down the line.
Best is yet to come. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas. Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. And it's Ross.
Are you kidding me? Okay, but call foul on me, dude.
Foul of the game.
Gotta let me have a lane.
Now here's Prez. Defense is right.
Yeah.
They're just punishing the rim.
And you love the ferocity that Perez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
And one note to make, this team recently waived Denver Weapons. A bit of a surprise given how big a role he played in the chemistry in the team.
And everyone on this team is a pro, but you have to wonder if it will slightly impact how they play. I know Perez and others were tight with Levens, and it's never easy to lose a guy you're close with.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Young's shot is off. On defense, the Magic. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
When you look at the stats, they just really set out to control the edge on the glass. And they did.
Yeah.
And the Raptors with possession. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Lowry kicks to Ross. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Dishes it to Vucevic. Young outside. Prez kicks to Vucevic. Puts up a three. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down.
All right, cheers, baby. Squeeze him in.
DeRozan passes to Lowry. Knocked away. And stolen by Fournier. Now here's Prez. DeRozan defending. And Ibaka kicks to Fournier. Jacks up a three. Drains the three-pointer. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Orlando leading by 6. Prez dishes to Young. Ibaka outside. Back to Young. Passes it to Prez. And Ibaka kicks to Fournier. 4 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Tries a three. That shot off. Nice D from DeRozan. Left side Lowry. The pass to Patterson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Patterson's got his first points of the game.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Young pass to Vucevic. Prez dishes to Young.
Yeah.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
And the foul.
The free throw line.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The Magic shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
The Raptors have made steady progress offensively. You think back to 2012, they were one of the 6 least efficient offenses in the league. The last couple seasons, top 5. To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open for one of his favorite spots.
Pass to Young. It's Fournier on the wing. And the lead now.
Yeah.
Fournier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk.
I got more point. I got as much points as they did. Yeah, go tell them that.
Keep it up and stay focused.
And it seems that every team has a feel for what everyone else is going to try to do and do on the court.
Yeah, and a lot of scouting comes in around the midway point. You're saying this is what they have. Can they make any changes? If they don't, this is what we're going to add to try to beat them.
Here's Lowry. And
talk about lucky.
Lowry knows the contact is coming, really demonstrating his strength.
He just threw that up and that went in.
Isn't afraid of the big moment, for better or for worse. And Steve, when there is a game-deciding possession, he makes sure to either take the shot or certainly be active in the play.
What you love about Kyle Lowry is that he has a short memory. A bad play.
I did throw the foul at least.
Right back, figuring he can make the next play, and he makes a lot of big shots for his team.
The Magic shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And it is clear that Prez plays with a lot of fire. He goes hard every possession.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Now, here's Lowry. 32 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. There's the dish to Young. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors trail by 11. Powell, that's good.
Damn it.
Powell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
To the right side. Prez kicks to Young. And there's the feed to Prez. Back to Young. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah.
Good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. Fires for 3. Patterson can't get it to go. Magic leading by 11. Prez with the ball. He had 25 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Powell, the pass to Lowry. Patterson a screen on Young. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Pass to Prez. Back to Fournier. And here's Young from the arc. Here's Vucevic. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And again, no good by Toronto.
And surprisingly couldn't connect. That's a high percentage a look as he's going to get.
Lowry against Young.
Young is just cold.
Right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Orlando leading by 13. And Young kicks to Vucevic. He dishes it to Prez. Back to Vucevic. Feeds it to Young. Bangs home the trifecta.
Finally hit one.
Tremendous stroke on the 3 ball. Young's range is lethal.
Marty, nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up. Take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Remember, you're my Pippen, you're my Jordan.
They play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
So for the Magic, Biyombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Hezonja in for Fournier. Then for the Raptors, Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Turtle comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
That's to give me Jordan, bro. Got a better shot than I did.
Prez gets to Biyombo. Young passes to Hezonja. Dishes it to Prez. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Hezonja kicks to Prez. Young in the corner.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Hezonja, the pass to Young. He feeds it to Prez. Back to Young. He kicks to Prez. Young outside. Passes it to Prez. 5 to shoot. It's Hezonja in the corner. Baseline try. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Hezonja's got his first 2 points of the night.
I gotta look at somebody else. This cannot hit anything this quarter. Shots that wide open that he would usually make. Not making them right now.
Here's Joseph. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. He can't get that one to fall. The Magic go the other way with it.
That's why is their assist might go to guys just not making a shot.
Kicks it to Young. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 12.
Already seizing control of this game. And doing it in all areas. They came out of the locker room knowing exactly what they needed to do.
Right side, DeRozan. And that one, good. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Prez kicks to Biyombo. Young with no one around. And again,
Hell, he's heating up, it looks like, maybe.
You know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
Especially when it's treating you as well as treating him. The bulk of his points today have come from the three-point line.
The pass to DeRozan. Plenty of space. The shot drops.
Okay.
His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
One of his strong points, DeMar DeRozan, is so dependable when he gets to the mid-range. He knocks those down often.
Back to Green. It's Young on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors trail by 18. And it's Joseph in the corner. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Powell. Sullinger inside. Covered by Biyombo. Magic leading by 18. Prez kicks to Green. Pass to Prez. 7-foot shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
Just really fantastic manipulation of the D by Prez. So skilled at drawing these type of fouls.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Orlando. And Toronto also making a switch.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Raptors trail by 20. Young with the steal. And now, here comes Young leading the break. Prez with the bucket.
Cheers, baby.
He starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
He thrives in the open court. Such an aggressive finisher.
dish now to Powell. The three. Hurdle, the pass to Sullinger. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Magic leading by 21. And Young kicks to Biyombo. Meeks dishes to Prez. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul of the game.
Oh, Larry in the bonus.
Oh, no.
That was a shooting.
This guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And the second free throw, good. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Powell. Green with the rebound. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because
That's an odd decision to pass the ball that went there. They're passing it. Just, I don't know, just kept it out of you, but I don't know what the hell that was. But that was just a odd decision there.
From the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Sullinger. Both shots good from the stripe. 16 seconds left in the first. And Young kicks to Prez. Back to Young. Green, the screen.
Oh, bullcrap.
It's stolen by Sullinger. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here.
Up by 20 at the end of the first quarter.
Power forward Patrick Patterson.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I...
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And then for Toronto. Hurdle, he's checked in for Patterson. Norman Powell comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Toronto.
Almost in the foul.
Joseph and DeRozan, the set. Hurdle is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Fell in.
For every NBA player, there seems to be a moment, Smitty, when they realize that they had a special talent, that the game came easy to them. Did you have that kind of moment where you said, you know what, I'm pretty good at this game?
You know what helped me, Kevin? Drafted by the Miami Heat. And sometimes where you're drafted and the people around you. I played with Glenn Rice from the state of Michigan, played at Michigan. Then I also played with Willie Burton. He's from my neighborhood.
Sure is.
So getting a chance to have guys from...
Hey, way to put the squeeze on them, guys.
Guys who are you may not know, but who are from the same place as you, we have something common.
Yeah, Michigan was pretty cold. I was down there in Miami.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Nets was outstanding.
And now I'm drawing that a foul.
Always seems to do. Piled up rebound after rebound.
Shit.
Off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
The great ones do it night in and night out. So far, he's doing it in this stretch run.
Controls the rebound and puts it
back
in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That was a foul they didn't call.
When you're going into the teeth of the defense, you have to go harder. Soft lay-in won't cut it.
Hands it from downtown. DeRozan's
Oh, if there was a foul and then goal.
It seems that DeRozan has been involved in every score out there in this one, just zipping around the floor.
Augustine dishes to Prez. Augustine in the corner. Over to the wing. Prez passes to Biyombo. Lasagna. Tries again.
Yeah.
One shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And that offensive rebound, able to get that ball into the basket.
Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Powell kicks to Pirtle. With his first shot attempt, that one wide left.
All alone inside. He's just going to have to shake that one off.
What the hell was that? That was a strange play.
And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. And finish.
Yeah.
That's just all energy. Young, really a pest on defense with his quick instincts.
The Raptors shoot the ball at 42%. To the inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pushing it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin.
Yeah.
He's got 17.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
That's what they do. They find the high percentage shots, and they nail them.
Pirtle sets the pick for DeRozan. Puts up a three. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So
Up that now 30-point lead.
Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
They set the pick.
DeRozan.
Now here's Joseph, defended by Young. Sullinger a screen on Young. Out of bounds.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Raptors.
And really, their guards have been the ones that have done the bulk of the passing and shot creation. Sometimes the ball handlers will look to score more down the stretch. We'll see if that becomes more of a focus.
And Orlando has possession. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Augustine dishes to Young. Now here's Prez. Guarded close. Finished off by Prez.
Really enjoying seeing Prez get going on offense. Really amazing at getting the shots he wants out there.
It's getting that, finding the space on the court and then getting into the ball of the basket.
DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, this inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
Orlando moving the ball.
Oh. I decided to pass it to me.
Powell kicks to Joseph. Sullinger the screen. Inside to end the drought. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Augustine kicks to Young. Over in the corner, Prez. Back to Young. The feed to Prez. 6 to shoot. Trying his luck deep. And it's Young.
Yeah.
Prez. And that's 20 points for Justice Young. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Prez kicks to Hezonja. Pass to Prez. He dishes it to Augustine. Here's Prez.
Oh, come on.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. DeRozan's shot is good.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will. Yet they still find themselves behind.
Biyombo, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
Oh, look out, and then you throw up.
What the hell was that?
How does it even go in? He pulls the Houdini. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
Oh, it's that. I didn't realize it was that.
Running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Hey, you could not miss the first part of this game. Was good shot selection and emphasis for you?
I mean, you know, I try to take his shots, but it isn't like you have a lot of time in the spur of the moment to think about that. As soon as I catch the ball, I don't look at the graphs and spreadsheets and be like, yo, yeah, this shot's considered a smart one, you know? So I just go with what I feel is right and, you know, hope it works itself out in the second half as well.
I hated spreadsheets. I just kind of added on the back of an envelope. You should do the same.
Yeah, man.
There you go. Back to you, Kevin.
I like a spreadsheet. I like that answer. You don't really have time to look at that kind of thing.
Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos?
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some
Oh, bull crap.
from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt
That was that flag.
in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him.
Well, anything but fucking that. It's bullshit.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Orlando, Ibaka is the 4 with Vucevic in the middle. Fournier out there with Young.
That's firing down against him.
In at the 3. And he makes that one. Ibaka's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Magic.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Ross with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Young passes to Prez.
Oh, almost in the fat one.
Hey, Steve, when you think about team basketball and chemistry, the value of winning, what attributes make for a great teammate?
I think, first of all, unselfish. I think a guy just wants
Okay.
to do whatever it takes just to win. And it's not about his individual awards, and also a guy that wants to make you better.
What about the guy you don't like? What about the guy who's not a good teammate?
You know that guy is selfish, and that guy is always huddling up with a lot of guys having these small conversations, talking about what's going wrong.
But what do you do about it?
You got to kind of weed those guys out. You got to have guys.
Yeah.
Team effort, but also it's the coach, general manager, and the leaders of the team to kind of weed him out.
Great perspective. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Young dishes to Ibaka.
Oh, come on.
And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. No good with the elbow jumper.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, we know Mario Hezonja is a sharpshooter out of Croatia, and some say he was the cockiest player in that 2015 draft class. He once said, "I've never had respect to anybody on a basketball court. I don't care. Whether it's a veteran or a young player standing in front of me, I always have the same goal. I want to run over everybody." Kevin?
What a quote. He is not shy. Thanks, D.A.
They draw the foul. Please.
Coming up. And Toronto called for the foul. Nice numbers tonight at the free throw line. Shooting.
Come on. Stop it, the team.
He hits the second from the line. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Prez kicks to Young. Prez passes to Vucevic. And the foul called on Terrence Ross.
Drawing that foul.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
Yeah, he's probably sitting after that one.
Norman Bowles checked in for Toronto. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, this early, you know, when I lose a player.
Making the D get up into him on these shots.
It's his first trip to
fouling out. Go early in the third quarter, so it's not like it's not a good thing to be that that quickly in foul trouble.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Hard finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
Lowry against Young. Launches it. Lowry can't get it to go.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now.
Yeah.
Three-point shot.
The ball movement.
OJ, baby, orange juice.
Is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside DeRozan. And it's out of
well, that worked out. Didn't mean rebound, but never touched it, so.
The Raptors shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Sullinger, a screen on Young. Three-pointer, Lowry. Augustine grabs the board.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
All you ask for is...
Oh, that quick 30.
Those shots will fall later.
Over to the left wing. Orlando moving the ball around. Second chance shot.
Okay. Win.
He gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Russ fouled out, and it's only the third quarter. That's not good.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Ross. Well, you knew after his big playoff performance that Biyombo would be a hot name in free agency. Smitty didn't have the biggest numbers, but when you see him on the floor, the impact of his play, it is crystal clear.
Yeah, Bismack Biyombo will be courted by a lot of teams. He's able to eat space and play defense, and like you said, he made an impact when it was most important for his team.
Clock at 6. Now, here's Joseph, headed by Augustine. Count that one. Joseph's got his second basket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Young dishes to Prez. And it's good.
And the foul.
Go to the free throw line.
And one, baby.
As aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Never thought it would be this easy.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Biyombo kicks to Young. Now here's Prez. And he has 28 points.
Yeah.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Lowry with the ball.
Holyfield last shot in the corner.
From deep. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The three quarters of
It would have been good, though. It would have counted if the ball had gone in.
And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Don't give in to those semi-fast breaks and get mismatches. We got to sprint back. We don't want to have just give in to a mismatch. That's what
And we welcome you back as we and the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. So for Toronto right now,
Right.
in the core of this team at the guard spots.
You know, I think situations where you push the button, the call for passing, they had a passing, they're passing the edge.
Good, and it's Green picking up the
Early ready for that.
22 points for Justice Young.
Keeping his team in the driver's seat. He's been unstoppable over the last stretch.
Outside Lowry. Passes to Caboclo. Latre. No good. The Magic go the other way with it. Here's Prez.
Ah,
rebound. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Feeds to Green. Dishes it to Prez. Green kicks to Hezonja. Green, the screen. Off the screen. Toronto grabs the miss.
Fell on the other guy. Come on.
Well, he's trying to help put the game out of reach. Instead, his poor shooting.
Bullshit. That was that guy's foot. There's on that guy. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Caboclo. From 17 feet out, and it comes off the front of the rim. Kicks it to Prez. Green dishes to Prez. Now the pass to Hezonja. He feeds it to Prez. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
What?
Where that pass was going, that is a brutal turnover.
That wasn't on me. That was on that guy for fucking decided to go out of bounds. What the fuck, guy? You fuck up. You decided to be a jackass.
There aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
Payton passes to Prez.
And decided.
Back to Payton.
Stop passing the ball as pushing the button.
Steve, we're seeing less and less isolation offense these days. In your experience, who is tougher to guard?
Come on, that was a fantastic selection. Should have went in.
He's playing off the ball and running you through a bunch of screens.
The one thing about a guy running off screens, Kevin, at the end I can say, oh, I'm a little tired. I'm behind the play. Hey, switch. So I think for me, guarding a guy.
And the foul. And one.
By yourself, you're looking around. The ISO play is the one that's harder individually.
And with all the heart condition absences the NBA has had in the past few years, you can't help but feel happy for Jeff Green. Steve, he had to sit out the entire 2012 season with heart issues, but it seems now that that is all behind him.
Yes, and I'm happy to see him getting a chance to play the game he loves. And like you said, one is scary, the heart condition, but also timing, sitting out the entire season. But Jeff Green looks like he's okay now.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Young dishes to Prez. And Young kicks to Prez.
Yeah.
Prez has got 9 points here in the second half.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Payton kicks to Green. Green, the screen. Payton passes to Prez. He kicks to Green. Young for 3. Kept alive Orlando. Combo dishes to Payton. Outside, Green. Pass to Prez. Second shot opportunity. And
come on, it's going in.
And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Screen by Valanciunas. The dish now to Sullinger. Steve, you were such a terrific three-point shooter in your day back in that 2001-2002 season. You led the league, in fact, in three-point percentage. You and I were having a conversation about great three-point shooters a little while ago. Did you ever think that shot would make the mark in the league that it has now made with the Currys and the Klay Thompsons and the way they're firing from distance?
You know what, Kevin, I shot it well that year. Tim Duncan, give him a lot of credit, and David Robinson. They drew a lot of double. But they're not shooting the 3-ball right now. I shot right around that line. These guys are shooting so far out, still with a high percentage and with a lot of volume. It's unbelievable what these guys are doing now with the 3-ball.
Would you play differently now with the league the way it is now than you did when you played the game?
Yeah.
Well, of course you would, because the game is a lot different.
Probably wouldn't be playing a point guard position. Probably be a stretch.
It was, 20 years ago.
3-ball, 3-ball, 3-ball. That's what we're hearing in the second half.
Lowry against Payton.
You can't play, you know, when always teams are playing in the 80s. You can't play now because the rules are changed.
Fires the three, and again it's Orlando with the three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Lowry kicks to Sullinger. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Hey, down big, and his team starting to shoot threes like crazy. It's resulting.
DeRozan against Young. Here's Prez. Gets some.
Yeah.
It's good. Prez has got 4 points in the quarter.
That is pure muscle from Perez, not letting anyone get in his way on these shots.
They set the screen from deep. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Prez. Payton kicks to Prez. Young in the corner. Now here's Biyombo. He's guarded closely. Green passes to Prez. Just 5 on the clock. Shot's good from Young.
Yeah.
Awareness there. Prez whipping the ball all over quickly to the uncovered man.
Lowry dishes to Sullinger.
If that's just wasn't
left to play.
Evan Cole to cut a bunch in the first quarter, they had probably a triple-double.
Right back with their own three-pointer.
It looks like he took that last three a little personal.
I think so. A little bit of a little payback. Great back and forth between these two fellas.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
At every opportunity.
What are you doing? I'm wide open. You pass it to the guy who's nowhere. It's freaking got 3 guys around him. What are you doing? What the hell was that?
And against a conference opponent, always.
That was stupid. That was a dumb pass, AI.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Young.
So many times tonight.
Freaking stupid. Oh, that shot.
And that's what that kind of intense defense can do for a team.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Prez kicks to Young. Inside. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Prez.
Yeah.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Oh, you got him.
That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide.
But the lead's still bigger than there if they did.
He'll get to the line and shoot.
You could not even score the last. Just to take shots for the rest of the game. It's still in there.
Harder to be there and drawing the foul.
And he sinks.
The lead is such. We got such a big lead. It doesn't matter if we could.
Here's Pirtle, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
They just waited too long. If they could have just made this run a little bit earlier, they could have been in the game.
A little early. They wouldn't need to make this run in the first quarter.
Vucevic to the pass to Prez. 7-foot shot, and it's wide right.
That's a foul.
Now, right.
Hey. Yes, I do. Guess I didn't. Cigarettes.
tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality
It skipped the events for next day. What the fuck? Fuck you, game. Hey, let's get to things. That's what I even want you. Really, I hate when it doesn't make any sense. It's like. I have to work this Christmas one. I call it the holiday. Cuff, we all know that ain't really. The volleyball. It's like a tennis ball, Marley. The fuck? Wait a minute. Those are fucking. Those cards are very favorite. Yes, is that 35? Now it says like. Oh no, it's not. Now we actually went to change it. Like, what the fuck? It's bullshit game. It's bullshit game. Not for 3,500. Actually, half of 3,500. It's the price for no reason. But. And that is gonna be it for this afternoon. Okay, back tonight with more of our Eat Deluxe Race Man. That'll be tonight. Then tomorrow, we're gonna get down with LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. We're doing Empire Strikes Back. And Tuesday, we're gonna finish up with Return of the Jedi, part of LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. That'll be on Tuesday. Then Wednesday only Wednesday's only show 17. That'll be on Thursday. That'll be on Wednesday, Thursday with Mario Market Eat Deluxe. It's with the Great GQ. And on Friday. New game. I think we might. Let's see. I mean, Saturday, actually, I forgot I was going to go to the movies this next weekend. So there'll be no Saturday cast next Saturday. So, and else they have no cast either next Saturday or next Sunday afternoon. I think it'll be next Saturday. It might be Sunday. I'll see what they will decide to do this week. Let's see. And then on Sunday will be, if there is a Sunday cast, it'll be on WTK 17, excuse me. And then our market Eat Deluxe next Sunday night. At the upcoming schedule, and the Channel HCC follow, but we got lots of games coming, including definitely oh, we end up doing the next game will be Horizon Zero Dawn, most likely. If we don't start next week, because we would do like Dick Brown Guardians of the Galaxy replay episode 2, or do something else. But we're definitely starting that after we finish Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Got coming up, definitely sooner or later going back to Breath of the Wild. Got Assassin's Creed Origins, Super Mario Odyssey, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, and WTK 18, and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 all pre-ordered. Also be coming up in the future too. So yeah. So yeah. All kinds of goodies coming up. Follow me at social media if you want to go live or don't go live. Post retweeting and sharing all kinds of goodies from Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube page for all the playthroughs, past, present, future, including our playthroughs of NBA 2K 14, 15, 16, and 17. All of them up on YouTube. I'm gonna be slowly putting all the sports ones up. It's gonna take a while, but hopefully I'll take them up. But well, all the playthroughs that we did, past, present, future, are up on the upload section and up on YouTube now. Just the sports ones, sports plays, or sports game, sports days cast are the ones that are really long, take a while. Especially the Mario Kart 8 ones, that'll be the last ones I'll put up because there's so much of those. And if you want to help the cast out, here's some ways of referral save you money. Yeah. We're back tonight with more Market Eat Deluxe.